We have just been listening to Justice Spencer delivering a judgment on an application by the CCC, which was challenging the recall of its senators and members of parliament by Mr. Tshabangu. Mr. Tshabangu, as you are aware, is an imposter. He is a tortoise on a lamppost. He has been acting on a frolic of his own, recalling our members from both parliament and council. So we as a party challenge this in court. Today, the judge basically said, and I want to summarize this and simplify it. You had two approaches to the court. One, you issued a summons matter where you were challenging the authority of Mr. Tshabangu. And we did that on the 20th of October. And then subsequent to that, you had this application challenging the actual records that he did post that summons matter. His view and the opinion of the judge is that we should pursue the summons matter, because the summons matter in essence will resolve the issues that we have, whether or not Mr. Sengedzo Tshabangu has got the authority to recall members of the CCC from its parliament. The judge noted that it is difficult for the court to be able to resolve some of the issues on the paper in a court application. Some of the issues will need to be dealt with through a trial where evidence is adduced so that a final determination is made. It is on that basis that the judge has said this application in its present form must be dismissed. But what must be pursued is the summons matter, because it is actually a trial where we will ask Mr. Tshabangu to come to the dock and tell the whole of Zimbabwe how he became the interim Secretary General of the CCC and where he got the authority to recall elected members of the CCC.
Hello guys, welcome to Ruby Uncensored, and thank you so much guys for passing through. If it is your first time to come across this channel, I'm going to ask you to subscribe. Make sure that you ring the bell so that every time I'm live or I drop a video, you'll be notified immediately. And I also want to send out my love to my regular subscribers and say stick around, we're going to have the best time today. Please take a listen. All right, so then Take Mark TV reported that the CCC case against Sengedzo Tshabangu has been dismissed in its current state, with the judge redirecting that they must go for a trial where evidence must be produced to determine if Tshabangu had legal right to recall the CCC MPs. In this ruling, the judge stated that you had two approaches. One is someone matter challenging the authority of Tshabangu, and the other where you challenge the actual recalls. The judge ruled that they should pursue the summons matter to clarify if Tshabangu has the right to do the recalls. I'm sure they're now feeling very embarrassed. I mean, I've seen the debacle. It's embarrassing. It's really embarrassing. Am I the only one who's actually confused right now? Because I remember the last time, like the first time really when Tshabangu made these recalls, there were back and forth, court bids where people were saying, how did Tshabangu come to have the powers of Secretary General? So, and then that's when he brought the constitution. That's where this war MDCA and the issue of including Welshman Tendai BT came to fruition. Now, when the court is now referring them to revisit Tshabangu's standing, are we not going back to zero again? Now, what is that supposed to mean to the elections that are coming here on the 3rd of February? So many questions really that people are asking. Where are we? What's going on? What are they really pursuing right now? It is confusing, honestly. Am I the only one who's feeling confused right now? Am I the only one? Because this don't make even no sense at all. Why would we, 1 minute we wake up and there's all these court challenges and people went all the way, and now we have to go back again to square zero and talk about the very same thing of say, how did Tshabangu get the authority? When he said, when he was authorized to recall, when even there was a letter that was sent to, to the Speaker of Parliament, that was Mudenda, a lot went back and forth. recalls to come back. I'm just saying, guys, aren't we all tired? Aren't we all tired of the drama that's going down in the country right now? Because I am exhausted. On this issue of Tshabangu, I just hope that very soon this is going to just go down. Honestly, I can't wait for this fire to just be, be turned down. I just can't wait. It's getting too much. It's getting stressful. It's just really getting very toxic. So one of the, the comments that is quite very interesting is that Meti Mutema said, what does this mean? What does it mean that the prospective senators, MPs, and councillors are banned from contesting under the banner of CCC? It's asking questions. I mean, you also have questions that you're asking now. And Sotla said, courts are captured. They need to avoid courts at all costs. And then G said, great breaking news. The sky is blue. I guess is referring to DAS. People were excited about the new party. Wish everybody know, was it really confirmed or not? And also then Comfort says, so Tshabangu wins. Is that what you're trying to say? And somebody says, accept your loss, Baba, and let's move forward. And then Batego said, CCC guys, mnekameka kupenga Tshabangu is a ZANU-PF project and courts controlled by ZANU-PF through Malava. What are you expecting? Muri kutambiswa bora rakapera kare. But you know what? I think immediately after these recalls, there was a time I also said the same thing, that I feel like we are literally just kind of going back and forth. They know that we're simply wasting time, but they love the drama. Let me just tell you, when people are doing nothing, that's what they do. They're literally creating drama to keep themselves busy, because human being by nature, they were never created to just be roaming around and doing nothing. So they will create drama just to keep themselves busy, because the country is depleting. The economy is in shambles. What do you expect? They know that the only way we can work, people are being paid monies to do all this dirty work. In my opinion, I'm just saying, people are being paid to do dirty work. So what do you expect them to do? They'll carry on with the dirty work, because if that's where they are getting some money to eat, they have to carry on with the dirty work. You know what I mean? This is actually very sad to watch. But anyway, let's take a listen to Tshabangu's attorney. Let's hear him out. What is he really saying? Please take a listen.
What we've been talking about, that in this particular application, the applicants were not doing what they were supposed to do in good faith. Hence, the court used a very interesting word, that they were reckless. The reason why it came to that position is simple, that there were summons that were filed by the applicants when they sought literally the same relief. And when they decided, while those summons are pending, to come to court and seek the same relief on an urgent basis, then they were not acting in good faith. The matter in the summons case is still pending, and they knew it for a fact. So what the court simply did was to uphold a point of law that we raised. And we are, of course, excited about the judgment, though we expected that costs at an attorney and client scale were going to be given. But nonetheless, it is what it is. The net effect of it is that let's wait for the summons which are going to deal with the argument that they were bringing now into conclusion.
Wow, interesting. Do you remember when these guys started that they were so crazy? I remember that, where, you could not touch these guys. They would treat people like nothing. They were moving like gods, getting into the courts like they were in control of the courts. Of course, they knew, who was behind it. They knew what was going on. What is so fascinating is that now they're turning down. I know why. It's because they feel embarrassed that finally they're exposed. Whatever they've been, all their dirty work they've been doing is finally, a mess. You've seen what has been going on with all the guys who are claiming to be interim, treasurers, interim, maybe secretaries. They're all just exposed because the interviews they're having have exposed actually ZANU-PF more than anything else. That the agenda is so real. But what I've been talking to many people is that we should never, as a Zimbabwean people, buy into the tribalism debacle. I'm going to explain to you why I say so, because remember, these are individuals who are selling their souls. So dragging almost everyone, it's wrong for doing so. If Rumbi does something wrong, let's attack Rumbi as a person. If John does something wrong, we must deal with John. But there's no reason why we should include the entire tribe of Shona people into the debacle. And what I'm just saying is we need to get to a point where we say, we know who we are. This divide and rule is simply a divide and rule strategy. People must just start fighting. And we need to stand up, hold each other's hands and say, we are bigger than this. We know who we are. We believe in ourselves. We know where we are. We are where we are today. We want to move forward. We are trying to eliminate every toxicity that our forefathers or fathers have created for us. Zimbabwe is a beautiful country, but together we can build it when we focus on the important things. And knowing that this has nothing to do with tribalism. This is everything to do with greedy, evil, devilish, wicked people who are just sitting while they do what? Cause confusion. But that's how the enemy works. And that's how people work. Evil people work that way. They use the vulnerable. They pay them to do their dirty work. It's what we need to just note. It has nothing to do with any other person except the ones that you are seeing who are championing wrong. But it's also very important because everyone, we are much aware of what we are dealing with. And as we speaking right now, we all know that a lot is happening. We are cleaning up our society. Everyone knows that if we try to touch this, there's going to be repercussions. So people are getting smarter and wiser. It's a process where we are being grilled. We are in the burning furnace. But trust me, we're going to walk out of this polished. And no one will ever mess up with Zimbabweans again. I'm telling you, the future is bright. The future is beautiful. The future may be blue. You know what I'm saying? The sky is blue. It may be a beautiful country. It's definitely going to be, it will be a beautiful country. A country that we know all Zimbabwe. I love you all. Please tell me what you think in the comment section. But I'll see you later on our live. Please be prepared. We may have some phone-ins so we can have a chat. I love you so much. May God bless you. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and make sure that you ring the bell. And may God bless you and may God bless Zimbabwe. I love you all and bye for now.